I consider Arnold not Arnold. I consider him bodybuilding. Arnold is bodybuilding to me, to everyone else. Arnold is what opened the door for us. You know? Before Arnold and Franco, Arnold and Franco were the first real pros at bodybuilding. Before them, there was no such thing as professional bodybuilding. Now there's maybe 20 or 25 professionals able to do what all of us here are doing today throughout the year. But without Arnold's initial influence and initial onset to the scene, it would never be where it is today.
But if we accept the idea that the sport has progressed in the last 5 years...
Well, it certainly has.
Well, how would you rate Arnold's chances if he was in shape the same as he was before and, say, competing tomorrow?
He'd win.
I think that Arnold would have his hands full if he were to compete now, unless he really became really serious about his training and did all that was necessary for him to do to get in tip-top shape. But if Arnold were able to come back and win these contests after a short interval, it means that the sport of bodybuilding has literally stood still for the last 5 years. This, in my opinion, is not true.
Okay, the first contestant is Danny Padilla. Boyer Coe is the second contestant. Roy DeVal is the third. The fourth contestant, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Roger Walker is number 5. Roger Walker from Australia. Roy Callender, number 6. Roy Callender.
I originally had intended around 8 weeks ago to start training very hard with the objective in mind to get in my best possible shape for a film I'm going to do, which is Conan the Barbarian. And we're going to start shooting the first few scenes in October. And so I really wanted to be muscular because the idea was that Conan was a very muscular, heroic-looking guy and that I should be in top shape. So all along with sword fighting lessons and dancing lessons and all that, I did my bodybuilding. But the closer I came to this competition, the more people started speculating on the idea that I would be competing. And the more I started thinking about the possibility. And so around 3 weeks or 2 weeks ago, I decided, well, I think it would be kind of an interesting challenge, really, to do something in 8 weeks that most of the guys do in preparing a year or 2 years in advance. When I train, It really depends on what body part I train, what I think about. But it always has to be something that has involved in some form or the other with self-hypnosis. I really psych myself up for it, because otherwise it's impossible to squat with 400 or 500 pounds. I mean, it's really hard to do that, and it can be boring. And so what you do is you create a certain excitement, and that's what you think about. You think about your next set, you think about a particular muscle that you're training, you try to isolate the muscle, you try to pump it up, you let blood go into this area and stuff like that. And your feedback then always is that the muscle is responding, and that means growth. Can you pull out the pen here? Okay, thank you. In films, whenever you see a camera around, you always do like this. To make the trauma build up a little bit.
To show there's over 100 pounds?
That's right. It is a 10-pound plate, but you must make it sound like it was 1,000 pounds.
So everybody thinks you're...
Macho. Concentration is one of the things that I've learned from bodybuilding more than anything. Focus in and concentrate on one thing, and no matter if there's a bomb exploding around you, you do not lose your concentration. It's also a wonderful thing to be equipped with,
Striving after an ideal, in a sense that you're molding your physique, right? You're developing your body, changing the contours and shapes of the muscles so it looks a certain way you want it to look, a certain mental perception you perceive, trying to gain that or trying to make yourself into that perception. There's a lot of mental training involved in bodybuilding. I think also you're cultivating a feeling inside. You have a need, calling, much like a priest. You have this inherent need to do something that you must do, and you'll not be happy unless it's fulfilled. And that's where I'm at. That's why I'm here today. In fact, I believe very much that bodybuilding is more mental than physical. You're concerned with this, first of all, this mental projection of what you want to look like or what you want to be like as far as the contour and shape of your body. You're concerned with daily feelings of exercises and handles and muscles. You're concerned with putting your mind in the muscle.